had a great time doing it.
What are the challenges in playing a character that is so physical like that? I mean, you lose your breath just watching that clip. I can't imagine the difficulties it must be to play that role.
Yeah, just ate loads of chicken and went to the gym and drank protein shakes and tried to get a good night's rest. And that was it, really. I mean, I knew it was going to be a long shoot. The shoot was 5 or 6 months, was it? And we had about 3 months of physical preparation, and then we had a lot of guys working with us who were good at really able at mixed martial arts. And there was one guy, Gabe Nunez, who was my stunt double. Not that he ever got used, of course. And he was kind of incredible at parkour. You know, the street theater, street sport of climbing up things and running and jumping through things. So he was really helpful, and yeah, it was a blast, man.
Kate, please, no offense meant at all, but you're the worst wife ever.
I've heard that before. I'm still offended, actually, that you thought of me for this psycho bitch wife. We're going to have to discuss this when we get home.
And Kate said, I'll read for you, and Len said, you already have.
Got to be great fun as an actress to be able to play someone that evil.
Yeah, it's great. And I think if you're playing a bad guy, obviously, she doesn't think she's a bad guy. She feels completely justified, and therefore, obviously, so do I, playing her. But it's nice to be able to open up the crazy a little bit.
Speaking of evil, Mr. Cranston.
Which lives right beside the
Evil? Evil? Me? No. Well, you know, some people have might think of Cohaagen. I actually want to see how the hearing impaired gentleman signs. Cohaagen has been referred to as a douchebag before. Now I know.
Yeah.
No, a lot of fun, lots and lots of fun. Very physical. If it was very physical for me, these three went through an unbelievable training period. Exhausting every single day, and but I bet they slept well, didn't you?
Very well.
Because it was so physical. You're fighting all the time.
Yes.
Jessica, talk about a little bit about the training and the diet. I mean, it must have been like training as an athlete to do this film, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do have to train as an athlete would. Like Colin said, eating well, exercising, but beyond all that is martial arts and the parkour and boxing, and chicken.
Wow.
So, but it was tough. I mean, the preparation is really hard, but I love that bit of it. I love doing this kind of movie and these kind of action sequences. I mean, and we were just on our feet all day long, every day, and we loved it. We loved it, actually. I love you.
Len, this film looks like you service all the characters very well, but the world that you've created, the detail that you've created in that world, was what really caught my eye as I was watching that footage. What were some of your inspirations? Where did you come up with some of the ideas for that dystopian sort of futuristic look that you created there?
I mean, a lot of it has been one just in the making. I feel like since I was 10, 11 years old of wanting to bring a future world to life, and so I was finally given the chance to be able to do that, and so there's a lot of ideas in there that I have been really thinking about, and you know, in terms of just how the world is built. I'd never seen a world that's built on top of itself rather than expanding out, that just created a whole different type of world than I've seen before. And in terms of inspiration, there's probably too many to talk because it's over so many years.
Right.
But a lot of it is also just, I collect a lot of sci-fi art and concept art, and always have. So I'm sure that works its way in there as well. And then just your own childhood fantasies, really, too.
I think what makes a film like this is believable is that you create a world so vibrant and so literal that you can easily get lost in it. It just looks terrific.
Thank you.
Let's take some questions from the audience. I'm sure you guys have plenty of them to talk about with Len and the cast of Total Recall. Yes, sir.
How you doing, guys? Big fan of you all. Obviously, thank you, Bryan, for the greatest show in the history of television. Just personally. My question's for you and Colin. Colin, I've noticed ever since In Bruges, you've done a lot of smaller, more independent comedy, heartfelt oriented, like Ondine and Parnassus. What drew you back to the scope of this movie? Like, what brought you from that world to this?
I was always wondering who that person was that saw Undine. Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. I just, thanks, man. You know what? I hadn't done a big film in 6 or 7 years, a big action film, and I had for the last few years done things that were felt personal and felt more intimate, and I really enjoyed the work. And I just thought it was time to. There's a lot of fun to be had in a film like this. Like, apart from the obvious stuff, the money's better and all that, but genuinely, aside from all that, there's loads of fun to be had. And when I met Len the first time, I read the script and I was a bit dubious as to the idea of, my second remake. I was like, oh God, could I get any less original? In 2 years, but I read the script and I really liked it, and I sat with Len, and then he showed me artist renderings of the world that he was going to create for the film.
That's how he reels you in.
That's how he reeled me in.
Me too.
Can't imagine what he showed you a picture of back in the day. But anyway, swiftly moving on.
Yeah.
And I there was like a 6 or 7 year old in me. I just got so excited when I saw the drawings. I literally remember when we were in your office, production office, going, wow. And I was playing it cool with you, but in my head I was going, Jesus, I could be in that frame. That's amazing, And so that was it, really. I just, it felt like time to. And I wasn't getting that many offers through the years for huge, big pictures. I'd been in a couple of big ones that didn't do so well. So I got a couple. I would say I got a couple of offers for big films, but I didn't like them. And I really liked this script. That was the bottom line. I really liked it, and I thought it was a good opportunity to tick a few boxes. Thanks, man.